I'm sick of my coworker getting remote privileges that I've been denied for 2 years straight. I'm typing this from my apartment on a Tuesday morning in March, and I still can't quite believe it's real. But before I explain how I got here, I need to tell you about the anger, because that's where this story really begins. Not with triumph, but with the kind of fury that quietly rewrites who you are. 2 years ago, I started working at Nexus Digital as a data analyst. Solid company, good benefits, the kind of place where you could see yourself building a career. Within my first month, I'd proven I was capable. My quarterly reports were precise. I caught errors that the previous analyst had missed for months. I stayed late without being asked. I was the definition of reliable. Then my manager, Vincent, asked to talk. We're going to have some people work remote, he said, not looking directly at me. It's a pilot program. We're starting with 2 analysts. My heart did this thing where it jumped. I had a 2-hour commute each way. 2 hours in traffic that could have been anything else. Sleep, exercise, time with my girlfriend, literally anything. I was living in a studio apartment in a neighborhood I couldn't afford because proximity to the office was killing me financially. Who selected? I asked, trying to sound casual. Kevin and Nathan, Vincent said. Kevin, the guy who'd been there for 6 months. Nathan, who'd been there for 8. I was 4 years in. Why? I asked, and I can hear the edge in my voice even now looking back. Vincent shifted uncomfortably. They have longer commutes. Kevin lived in Santa Monica. Nathan lived in Orange County. I lived in an apartment I could barely afford because I was trying to be close to the office. My reliability, my commitment, my willingness to show up, apparently all the wrong reasons to be rewarded with remote work. I didn't say anything. I just left his office and went back to my desk. The next 2 years were something I don't like remembering clearly. I watched Kevin and Nathan build lives outside the office. Kevin started a side hustle, which he probably had time for because he wasn't spending 4 hours a day in a car. Nathan went back to school for his master's degree, which he could do on Tuesdays and Thursdays when he worked from home. Meanwhile, I was in the office 5 days a week, watching my life compress into work and commute and sleep and repeat. I started looking for jobs in other companies. I applied places, I got interviews, and then one day in February, almost exactly 2 years in, my girlfriend told me something that changed everything. You're not happy anymore, she said. We were sitting in our studio apartment, and she was right. I could feel it. The bitterness had become a weight I carried everywhere. That night, I made a decision. I was going to walk into Vincent's office and ask for remote work. Not as a request, as a statement. I want to work remote starting next month, I told him, my voice steady. I've earned it. I've been here 4 years. I've outperformed analysts with twice my experience. I've asked for this twice and been told no. I'm asking one last time, and then I'm leaving. Something in my tone must have landed because Vincent actually listened. He looked uncomfortable. That specific uncomfortable of someone who knows they've handled something badly. Let me talk to leadership, he said. 3 weeks later, I was working from home 3 days a week. Not the full remote setup Kevin and Nathan had, but enough. Enough to reclaim my mornings. Enough to see my girlfriend more than passing ships in a studio apartment. Enough to start feeling like myself again. Here's what I learned. I wasn't angry at Kevin and Nathan. They didn't wrong me. I was angry at a system that rewards people for commuting inconvenient distances and punishes people for trying to live sustainably. I was angry at a manager who made decisions based on everything except merit, and I was angry at myself for not demanding better sooner. The beautiful part isn't that I won, it's that I finally understood my own worth enough to risk losing the job to gain my life back. Vincent learned something too. All 3 of us analysts work remote full-time now. Turns out when you treat people fairly, they stop planning their escapes. Sometimes the best workplace story is the one where you finally stop accepting less than you deserve.